baby.
All right. Ready for final thoughts?
All right. Now that you've experienced it, the whole thing, including the epilogue, was this game as bad as you heard?
No. I knew about, after the first session, that this game was not nearly as bad as people were making me think it was, simply on the fact that it was playable. But I do think that people were absolutely correct in how they were describing it in terms of story. How this is the worst Metroid. Out of everything, this is absolutely one of the most horrendous implementations of showing you who Samus is, what the world is, what the Metroids are, what Ridley is. This is absolutely bottom of the barrel. That said, it's still an enjoyable game to play. It's one of those Metroid games where you just want to turn your brain off and play it. And before I was saying like this, I think this is better than Zero Mission and kind of on par with where AM2R is in my rankings.
Gameplay or overall?
Gameplay.
Okay. Just want to make sure that's clear for the record. Your Honor.
Overall, I think this is the bottom. I understand completely why people do that meme of like ranking it like the moist girl. Woo! The guy with eating the bag was like, it's all right, and then like the Homelander, it's perfect. Every single detail, down to the
minute detail.
And then the Rock thing, like it was the biggest pile of dog shit. I see why people call this dog shit. Take the story out of it. Oddly enough, take Samus. Like take the humanization of Samus. The AI robot lady, who I fucking called a mile away. The AI robot lady, how do you make her more human than Samus? Like, that's fucking crazy to me.
No. What you mean to say is, how do you make the AI robot human have more emotion than Samus? Samus was very human.
Samus is very... Oh, yeah, no.
Her emotions and what drives her was very human.
Yeah, you're right.
But the robot had better emotion range.
How do you show more human-like responses to things from the AI? Because the AI is traumatized. It was taken advantage of. It felt betrayed by everything. It's like you could see exactly where, like you replace the AI with just a brilliant scientist. You could see like, yeah, that man or that person has a complete justification for a villain arc. That is straight up, yeah, fuck everyone. With the AI stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, you could see why the AI turns bad. The Galactic Federation fucked up bad. But where you have more characterization of more emotion pulling forth, and it's just like, there are a lot of moments, like when Samus meets up with Anthony, your big pal Anthony, your bro, and she still is deadpan as a sheet of paper. And you're just like, what the fuck? I would love
this Samus. Again, I'm gonna bring it up and keep shooting it down if you want to. Compare this Samus to like the Samus from Metroid Prime 3 when she was interacting with people. It really goes to show what happened in Super Metroid really fucked her up mentally. Because you know, if Samus was like, this was Prime 3 Samus, Anthony would be like, remember me, princess? She'd be like,
yeah. No, but there's
or just been like,
there's so much more. Like, I expect like Metroid Prime 3, if that Samus was in this game, and we went up to see Anthony, even without saying anything,
she might have dabbed him up.
Dab him up, fist bump, be like, even just like wave the arm cannon. It would show so much more characterization of who Samus is than Samus being like, Anthony, he was the man who was close to me when I was still in the military under the galactic like, get the fuck out of here. There's so much love for the 2D Metroids where the fan remakes and stuff. I would love, and it's gonna be a fucking lot harder, but I would just love like a mod or a ROM hack, or if you want to say, of Metroid Other M, where they take out all of they keep the story the exact same, they don't change anything, and they just have someone come in with better voice direction, saying we brought in someone else to just do another take on this. I would love that.
What if I told you, and you should look it up either before I leave or after I leave. There is a mod, because you're not going to be playing it on the Wii. There is a mod of it out there that is what people were hoping Other M was going to be, and they change up a lot of things.
Yeah,
I can't remember if they redubbed the cutscenes, because I want to say they did, because they were just that fucking furious that they really wanted to make their version of what Other M should have been.
Yeah.
But you should look it up. Just look up Metroid Other M mods. I don't know what the big one was. That is the overhaul. Because you know when it's a big kind of mod, there's like another subtitle or whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is, but there's like Metroid Other M, like Redux or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that like 5 or 8 years after 2010 or something like that, I saw it and I was just like, and they're like, want to explain what we're going to do? And it's like, doesn't matter what you're going to do.
It's going to be better than what it was. It's going to be better than what it was.
You're not going to make it worse. But I will say for Samus's characterization in Other M, there is good moments. They're mostly bad moments. Any times that she showed emotion was the times that I did not like her at all. Like the final scene with Adam, being a whiny little baby about it.
Yeah.
I get it, it's your dad. You don't want him to die. Emotions are running high.
Yeah.
There was better ways to say any of that. I will say, it's not good. I'm not going to... And again, I could sit here as a Metroid fan and cope and tell you all the reasons why that happened and why you should be okay with that. I'm not going to do that because I've already done that before with somebody else. What I will say with absolute certainty, every game after this, because of how poorly she was received, every game after this, they nail her characterization. There's like 3 games... Okay, there's one game before this, Metroid Fusion, that I told you about has
Fusion, Dread, and...
They nailed her in that, but after this, that's when we had a hiatus, and she came back for Samus Returns, and she was pitch perfect in the cutscenes for that one, and then Dread, and she is perfect. Okay. Absolutely perfect in Dread. Absolutely perfect. And, because you're not going to get there for a while, so I can say it here without spoiling it too much, she does have voice acting in Dread. Okay. And the few lines that she has...
I mean, I only have... we're not doing Hunters.
No. We have to go through Fusion, and then I'm going to force you to do Samus Returns. And then we're going to do Dread.
We're not doing Samus Returns.
Yes, we are. I already told you. If I'm on the touch controls, that is the only problem you had. We're going to do that. Trust me. You'll thank me. I would like to, unironically, with Other M fresh in your mind, I would at least like to get Fusion out of the way.
I'm happy rolling straight into Fusion.
I think you're going to really like Fusion. If you like Super Metroid, Fusion is Metroid 4. It's the game they made right after Super Metroid, and there's a lot of good quality of life. That's cool. Fusion is really fucking fast, though. It's just as fast as any other Metroid game. It's probably going to take us 2 sessions. I would like to get through, if you don't mind, we could do Fusion next, just to get it out of the way, and then we can take a break and then play Dread closer to Prime 4.
I think that would be cool. I think, yeah.
That way you know what the latest Metroid game is next to the next latest Metroid game.
Roll straight into Fusion, because Fusion, like you said, it sounds a lot shorter than Other M.
It's definitely shorter.
Let's wrap it back around to Metroid.
Let's wrap it back around to Other M, though. So,
in terms of rankings...
How did you... Hold on. Hold on. We're not... Let's stretch it out a little bit more. Okay, so... Yeah, I know you didn't like the story. No, it's not the best compared to everything else. Can you see what I was trying to say, where it's like, There is good moments.
There are
but
great
there is
moments.
a lot of
there
bad
are
moments.
fantastic moments in this game.
Freaking seeing Ridley evolve from what he was, you're like,
that was fun.
because then you can think about it then you can think about it in a broader sense. We're like, even if that wasn't the Ridley that we know, the Ridley that we know started off as nothing.
Yeah.
Crawled up, made an organization, and said, I want to go over the galaxy for whatever reason.
And
he started out as
looking
nothing.
at it, like, really saying that he wants to fuck up the galaxy, and then looking at how evil some parts of the Federation are, make me think, like, maybe Ridley got in touch with those parts early on.
He probably got
and
over.
If this is part of that section, like, the entire bottle ship crew was part of that section, they say, oh, we thought that he would never turn into another bioweapon, which makes me think they probably mistreated little birdie, as they called him, so badly that, yeah, the scientist that he killed probably was a dick to him. So we say, Ridley killed a guy. Let's not forget, he killed people reincarnating the space pirates and saying, fuck that, that's baby shit, let's remake Metroids. He didn't kill innocent bystanders, he killed the fucking scientists that were saying...
That were making very illegal bioweapons.
This is like saying, like, well, how can you support Captain America? He killed people. It's like, he killed Nazis.
He killed very bad people that were harming innocent people.
Yeah. It's not like he went in. It's not like Ridley. We saw Ridley like go into the orphanage and be like, "I'm gonna fuck you up just because I want to." No, we saw him
this Ridley.
Bad
we saw
people.
him kill bad people.
I would not be surprised.
Our other Ridley has killed innocent people though.
Yeah,
on the way to his goal.
Yeah, the other Ridley, whatever. But I could easily see where the original Ridley
got to that point.
Got to that point, and just like, I have so much power. I'm actually making progress on my without Samus, the space pirates would have overthrown the Galactic Federation.
Probably.
The space pirates were doing some incredible shit,
especially after they started grabbing Metroids. If Samus didn't stop the Metroid thing, they could have just dropped the Metroids.
Even take the Metroids out of it. Like, Metroids don't exist. Samus doesn't exist. The space pirates were just stomping the Galactic Federation. The space pirates get a little bit of phase on, and they stomp the Galactic Federation.
Yeah, because Galactic Federation's got to fit in between the lines of rules and conventions, so they don't get to use illegal substances and bioweapons in their thing. Where space pirates are like, no, we have to beat you, so we're gonna do whatever we need to beat you up.
But no, I completely see why people might defend Other M.
It's got.
I would not see why people would if someone were to say, I think Zero Mission is the best Metroid. If someone were to say, I think AM2R or Samus Returns is the best Metroid, Prime 2 is the best Metroid, Prime 3 is the best Metroid, Prime 1 is the best Metroid, I could see arguments for every single one of those. Taking as a whole, if someone were to say Other M's their best Metroid, I would question that immediately, and I would be like, you can't. That's have you played other Metroid games? If they were to say the gameplay of Other M is amazing, even then I would say that's still not quite like. I think the gameplay is great. I think it is hurt by their insistence on just using, like, you give me a Pro controller and just do away, like, just give me a Pro controller, 2 analog sticks, make one of the trigger buttons into, like, go first person, and then just make it a first person shooter. You could remaster Other M onto modern consoles without the first person controls. You could do that with Prime. As it was shown in Prime 1, you were able to do that with a normal controller. That's how we played Prime 1 and Prime 2. Mm-hmm. Prime 3, it was my own insistence to not just map motion controls, to where I got this from you and was able to play through Prime. I think a remastering of Other M and just redoing the voice, you would you would redeem a lot of it.
If you're gonna redo the voice, I would also just rewrite the story.
Yeah.
Not like a tremendous amount, but like if you just rewrote it so everybody didn't sound so. Anyway, so one of the tidbits to know to explain why Other M is a thing is it was made by the same guy who does the director was still the same guy. We didn't see the credits, but the director was the same guy who does Metroid games. He directed Team Ninja to do this. He really wanted to make it more like I'm not gonna say it, but he wanted to make a more movie level kind of Metroid game.
Okay.
And this was his first attempt at doing something like that. And you could clearly, and everybody, when it was done, they were like, yeah, this is why you make games.
So you
don't need to make movies.
It's a Hideo Kojima making Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. He wanted to make movies at that point. Death Stranding especially, he wanted to make movies, and he never got that. Okay.
Yeah.
There is one thing that I saw.
It's still made by the same guy, though, so you can't look at this and be like, oh, this is Team Ninja's fault. It's like Team Ninja was doing exactly what Kenji Yamamoto said to do.
I did see something that Other M in Japanese redeems it completely. So I'm thinking maybe this is... I would say a lot of it is on the voice acting direction. Because
nobody likes the
you
English voice acting.
have some good direction, but you have some terrible direction in other places.
You have some good lines,
Take that
but
line
terrible
again.
delivery.
Take that line again. Do a little. Like that is the reason why you have a voice director in place. Be like, all right, we're in this scene. This is everything. You don't put all of that on your voice actors. A good voice actor is going to do that work, but it can't be expected of them.
I'm going to spread some misinformation here because I don't feel like Googling it. If I remember correctly, because I was thinking about that the entire time we were talking about it, I was just like, if I remember correctly, like, she sounds significantly better in fucking Japanese. If I remember correctly, misinformation. Don't take my thing with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure Yamamoto was the one who was listening to all the stuff in English, and he was like, yeah, that sounds correct. I'm like, Japanese is your first language. I'm not saying you're like really bad at English, but at the same time, it's like there's nothing wrong with having an English voice director
and
look at your English lines instead of going, this sounds like what I wanted it to sound like.
That's where I'm saying a lot of this might just be lost in translation, going from a Japanese script, translating that over to English, and not having an English director being not to edit and make changes to it, because you don't want that to happen, but just have someone that is not Japanese look over and be like, does this make sense in my language of what they're saying to get to the point that we're trying to get to? So, final thoughts.
Hold on. Was there anything else I wanted to ask about it? The overall experience. Oh yeah. Before you get to your final thoughts, I'm sure it's not going to change absolutely whatsoever. But just for the record, go ahead and tell me how much you absolutely love that she could not do shit unless Adam authorized it. Just for the record, Your Honor.
Fucking hate it. God. If you got to this point, this is gonna be like a tag on, like after. This is going to be its own episode of us talking. Fuck that. I hate that so much. Like, we're the best parts. We're the most badass bounty hunter, independent bounty hunter, and then we see our old. I wouldn't even call Adam a dad. I think he's more of like the Japanese trope of like, oh, he's my sensei. Because that's more the feeling that I got from it. Is like, oh, he's my sensei who I'm falling in love with. I have feelings for him. Not he's a fatherly parental way, but more like, oh, he was the first person to make me feel these things, so I have a crush on him and I want to love him, but he says no because he does. That's more the relationship I got with that. I never got the parental thing.
I got the parental thing going through it just because, like, I'm not gonna say Adam looks like a fucking ancient old man. But, like, when you first see him, I was just like, okay, this guy is older than me. And then halfway through the game, when you get that one cutscene, it was like, here's a flashback. And especially that thing with, like, the picture Adam had about his younger brother, like, haha, with Samus or whatever. And, like, I looked at that and I was like, his younger brother was, like, the same age as fucking Samus. So I was like, this man has to be in his 40s.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think
I understand why, and it seems like a good way to limit you to where you just don't have everything off the bat.
It does feel weird. Everybody did throw at him like, this is so
Yeah.
misogynistic about all this.
Yeah.
Gotta have the guy tell me what to do, even though at this point, if this game happened earlier in the timeline, sure, I would believe Samus to be a little less sure about herself, even after the initial Zero mission.
Yeah.
Which would be phenomenal for anybody's confidence. But the fact that it's so late in the timeline, it's like, you've done a lot, Samus. You've done a lot.
I
think the best part about unlocking stuff was the moment Adam was gone, and she was just like, activating space jump, activating screw attack, activating gravity suit, because fuck this noise. I was like...
I would say that it would make more sense for us to lose our stuff if the guy at the very beginning is like, oh, we gave your suit a new buff. Hey, we had to disable a lot of systems.
A lot of systems. We tried buffing it up, and then your systems kind of did this sleepy boy thing. I don't know what's going on there.
We think we messed with your suit a little too much. We don't really know Chozo technology or whatever.
And it would be absolutely...
But just say, like, hey, we've had to reset. Like they kind of did in Prime 3. Is like, you've been asleep. We found you. You're going to have to come back online slowly to get all your stuff back.
It would be absolutely funny if they just said, like, hey, we gave your suit a little polish, checked on your vitals and stuff like that, but it might have messed up your power-ups or whatever. And because this is so late in the timeline, Samus is just like...
Or you could even say, like, hey, the after effects of you having the hyper beam overloaded everything in your suit. Like, we had to reset it back to factory. You didn't lose any of that stuff. It's still there. It's just your suit has to repair some things internally before it comes back.
There is a fun little trivia factoid I could say about that, but it'll pop up later in a different Metroid game.
Okay.
But I'm just going to say it right now, because I've never said this phrase before, ever. Bird magic is really advanced. I know you've never heard me say that before, but bird magic is like the shit that you, when you think about anything that Samus does, like I've already said before, you're just like, these motherfuckers were so fucking smart. No wonder the Federation's always clamoring over any of these goddamn ruins, because they find shit where it's like, oh, like I said, it's like handprint authorization thing. It's like they made the technology that their handprint could just configure to whatever they needed to be. They ran all their shit off of an arm cannon shoved into a slot. They made it so their pilots, when they hop in a mech suit, don't need to hop into a mech suit. They hop into it in a morph ball, so they never have to change the size of their cockpits.
Yeah.
Bird magic is nuts.
Yeah.
All right, final thoughts. Now, where do you rank it? Final thoughts.
I would put Metroid Other M at the end, at the very bottom of my rankings. I would then go Zero Mission. I'd probably go Prime 2. Mm-hmm. Then I think I would go...
You can tell he's thinking now, Chad. He's like, let me get the ones that I didn't have that much fun with out of the way, and now I have to rank my babies.
Like Prime 2, like we've said before, you start thinking back on what you did in Prime 2, and it's really cool. Mm-hmm. I just fucking hated playing it.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day, where it's like, man, I can't believe he actually went through Prime 3 with all the motion controls that were fucking up on him. I was like, and yet when he was done with Prime 3, he still liked it. If he had fucking Wii motion controls and they worked, he would have loved Prime 3.
If I was playing Prime 3 through your Wii U with no emulation thing, I'd probably have a little... Like, I don't think I'd have a significantly better time.
20% more?
Yeah, 20% more, 15% more. Marginally better, but it would smooth out a lot of the stuff.
All right, keep going. What's after Prime 2?
After Prime 2, I'd probably say...
You have left
Prime 3.
You have left
then I'd
Prime
say
3.
AM2R, and I'd still say Prime 1's my favorite.
You missed one.
I'm not counting Samus Returns because I haven't done Samus Returns.
We just played this Metroid game.
Super Metroid, right.
Fucking dumbass.
God.
Fucking dumbass.
God, it's just that forgiveable. All right, just above Metroid
Just
Prime.
that forgivable.
All right, just above Other M. I'm kidding.
Damn. Don't look at me. You're good. You're the one who's going to get shot.
Other M. All right. For tier list, I would say Other M is probably, I'd say D tier overall. Without the story, I'd put it at C tier.
For the gameplay?
Just for the gameplay. If you update those controls to a modern controller, I'd probably move that up to a B tier.
Mm-hmm. But right now it's a D tier.
Overall, right. D tier.
Next.
Zero Mission, I would put in C tier. Mm-hmm. I'd put Prime 2 in B tier. Mm-hmm. I'd put AM2R in A tier.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put Prime 3 in A tier.
Mm-hmm.
Prime 1, I had so much fun in Prime 1.
Yeah.
I'd put that in S. And I'd put Super Metroid. I'd actually put Super Metroid in A tier. What do you think about that? No, I think I like that list.
Okay. Top of A tier?
Top. I think not top of A tier, below. I think Super Metroid goes below Prime 3.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if AM2R's in the right place. I said what, B tier with that one?
No, you said A tier.
What did I put in B tier?
Motherfucker, you should have just pulled up a damn tier maker list.
I should. Anyway.
You put in B tier, I think you put Prime 2.
I think I'd put AM2R in the same tier as Prime 2.
Yeah, it's really hard to put into words.
And it's just because of how they treated you fighting the Metroids.
Yeah.
Fighting those, like, if we will probably, but going through Samus Returns, I think I would probably end up putting Samus Returns above AM2R.
You'll see.
Because like, the couple of Metroids
good.
I fought, being able to parry them, but also not having to get under them and shoot a specific part of them.
And you got the ice beam, which
so
the ice beam
much
works.
nicer.
You can freeze them.
Yeah.
In terms of overall, without spoiling anything in Samus Returns, there's only one boss fight in Samus Returns that was actually a rough spot where I was like, you heard me every now and then, where I was like, I died to this 37 times. I died to this 107 times. There's only one boss that you have to fight in Samus Returns, and it's not a Metroid, and it's the only boss that it was like, it's one of those bosses where it's like you have to make sure your movement tech when you're doing it and when you're fighting it is on point, and he does a considerable amount of damage, or you're gonna die. It was a pain in the neck to fight, and I was like, oh my god, this ruins the game. And then when I died, I respawned outside the boss door, and I was like, okay, fine, Dark Souls thing. Okay, yeah. I have a checkpoint, and then I hit my head against the wall another 15 times to kill it.
Yeah.
But then when I was done, like I've replayed that game multiple times. Once I knew how to do it, when I had to replay it, like it's 1-2 times.
Yeah.
But in terms of the Metroids, like I've been saying a billion times, they are fun as hell to fight. Goddamn.
What last closing thing? I do not like how they took away the mystique of SR, whatever.
SR388.
SR388. I think they should have kept like you can't mature Metroids off of SR388.
No. So they'll explain it if they didn't explain it already in all the games. Metroids can't evolve. Like I was trying to say when you were fighting it, Metroids evolve alphas, betas, gammas, zetas, and then omegas. An omega doesn't turn into a queen. Oh. Metroids have two evolutionary things. Either you turn into a queen or you turn into that
I
thing.
thought you had to get to omega and then certain omegas turned into queens.
Certain alphas turn into queens.
Alphas turn into queens.
Everybody else goes the other way.
Okay. All right.
That tree can only exist on SR388.
Yeah.
The queen can happen anywhere. You have to have a queen.
All right. I forgive that. That's just me not understanding things. All right. Overall, still had a good time. Still had a good time with Other M. Of games that need a remake, I'd say Other M would do the best with a remake.
But how many people want it?
That's the problem.
I would rather them make a new Metroid than come back to this.
Not a lot of people would want it, but you would capture a lot more people. Like if you did the time with it, you would bring a lot more people back around on Other M, because Other M is a good time. Going through the bottle ship has some really interesting areas. There is a lot of grit and friction to it. So,
yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.